What have you been up to anyway? How was your weekend? How was everything? Anything exciting?
Nothing exciting. Hoovered the car. The car needed hoovering. It looked like a skip.
Obviously.
Because this time of year as well, with all the leaves falling. So I don't know how I got so many leaves inside the car.
Why are you leaving the door open, bro?
You know what I mean? Like, why the doors are window? No, bro. I'm dead serious. Close everything, but it's still inside. These motherfuckers find a way, man. I'm telling you.
They're like rats.
Find a way, man.
Like rats. No, that sounds exciting. You know, clean the car.
It's not exciting because I did it. Well, it is exciting. I managed to get it done. I went and bought some. Obviously, I won't name the brand, but I went and bought some.
Do it. Name it.
Car. Oh, name it. Oh, why not? Eh? When we get sponsored, we'll
you never know. Yeah, you never know. You never know.
Or was it Autoglim? You might know better than me, actually. But it's called. It's the Autoglim. Autoglim one. Yeah, I bought that one. It's like an interior stain remover smell because it's again a smell of like whatever my daughter was eating and it just been there for a while and under the seat and
the leaves as well. You know. It's honestly the leaves as well. They actually
the wet leaves, but it smells.
Yeah, they do
admit something. I don't know what the hell it was, but it just stunk. So anyway, I went and cleaned it, bought this thing to odor remover, and this was Saturday. Today's Monday, so yes, the smell is still there. Gave a colleague a lift home, and he got in the car and he was like, "Smells nice in here, mate." I was like, "Come on, bro, come on."
Yeah, just don't worry about the leaves. Can you wipe your feet before you walk in, please?
300ml bottle to.
Oh shit!
I did it. It was a big one.
You know, I wish you never mentioned them. I wish you never mentioned them because I'm going to trash them.
Well, you've had the experience with them, haven't you? We used to charge like £600 or something, and they really cost £80 or something. I remember you telling me.
Yeah, no, it was a Super Guard. That's what we called it. There was Super Guard, there was Pure Guard, and I'll be honest with you, they're exactly the same brand, just different names. And yeah, we used to charge a pack. Like with the new cars, we just charge about 350 quid. 350 quid. But then obviously, you know, whenever I used to go to the back where the cars get valeted, they used to just give me a pack that was never used. So it's like, surely these don't cost 400 quid if you just handed them over to me. No, they actually cost £80. £80, by the way.
Nah, it's insane, isn't it?
It's crazy. So people out there, if you're buying new cars, don't go for Super Guard or Pure Guard. It's literally a waste of your time, and that is some Talk Sport fucking car washing right there.
Yes, that's a Talk Sport car wash. But speaking of this bit of like overcharging, I was watching a podcast the other day, and there's one of these. He's a premium car sales, exotic car sales guy, and his son. I don't know his name, but he was talking about his Bugatti had a problem with it. And he took it to Bugatti and they said, it's going to cost $9,000. Something to do with the sensor or something like a small part, a fiddly part. He said, yeah, we've seen what it is. It's going to cost you $9,000. So he goes, ring this guy where we always take our cars. And he looked at it and he said, I had to buy 5 because they only come in packs of 5. And he's like, all right, okay, how much is it going to cost? And he was like, oh, well, they cost 89p. And then it took me 20 minutes to do it. So he just owed me a pint. And I can see your face. This is, again, like if people who have, what is his name, man? This guy is his name, but never mind. But yeah, it just goes to show that these exotic brands, their parts are bare cheap. However, their labor is what costs. And
that's what costs.
$9,000 for a part that cost 89p for a pack of 5. $9,000? Fuck, I don't know. Maybe that world is kind of so far from me. I don't understand the luxuries that went into Bugatti to charge $9,000 for 8.
You mean you don't know what it's like to service your Bugatti, Rick? Come on, Rick. Jesus Christ, man. You don't know what it's like to service your Bugatti?
Yet. It's not due its service yet, that's why.
Oh, yeah, sorry, my bad. Yeah, brand new, yeah. Apologies here. You only got it in March. You only got it in March, 73 plate, yeah.
That's I've got,
standard.
And I haven't put many miles on it neither.
No, of course. Well, who in the right mind would? What the fuck? 1 mile will cost you $9,000. What the shit, bro?
$9,000 for like something that's worth less than £1 in part in 20 minutes to do. So yeah, these companies charge an arm and a leg for no reason whatsoever, just to keep. I think, isn't it like there seems to be this thing in society where if something costs a lot of money, you automatically associate it with it being good.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, good though. Yeah, but yeah, it's a coat. It costs $1,000 a jacket, right? That must be a good jacket. And you go to like a Marks and Spencer's, and you find the same jacket, and you're like, it's the same material, bro, without the logo.
Yeah. Honestly, I watched. I follow a page called Tavarish, and I think I've told you about this before. And this guy, he bought a McLaren P1 that was water damaged. So basically, this geezer who had his McLaren P1, he was there was a flood in America somewhere, and literally there's a video of his McLaren P1 being washed out of the garage. So,
right.
So obviously those cars are like what, close to $1 million, something like that, over $1 million probably. Yeah, anyway, like 2 million, whatever it is, right?
$1 million sterling, so it's probably like 1.8 and
and some change, nothing really. So anyway, so this guy bought it, like Tavares, and he's doing a rebuild on it. And basically, you think, again, same thing you're saying there, you think, oh, P1, that much money, everything's going to be brand new and everything like that. Bro, most of the stuff that's underneath that car is from a McLaren MP4-12C.
Wow.
Like, I could not believe
the first car that they brought out.
Again, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that's a cheap car, like the McLaren MP4. But it's not a £1 million car, right? Like a £1 million car, like the Bugatti, for example. I wanted to do its own service. I wanted to change its own tires. Do you know what I mean? The sensors, nothing should go.
Transform. That car should be
bulletproof. Exactly. That car should be bulletproof to the point where you can't take anything apart because you don't need to. Do you know what I mean? Because it changes itself.
Yeah, no, that's it.
But I could not believe. And basically, what he was doing was he was trying to find parts, but obviously from McLaren themselves, like you said, they cost an arm and a fucking leg, 2 legs, 3 toes. I don't know what the hell it costs, right? But again, he was finding stuff from scrapyards, from old MP4 12-12Cs and stuff. So again, all of a sudden, I think he paid like 450 grand for the P1, which again, when you think about it, it's a massive drop in price. But again, like, you just think everything's going to be brand new and going to be P1, with the stickers of a P1. Nah, bro, I think some parts were even from Mitsubishi or some shit, like some small electronic parts. And I could not believe what I was watching.
That is true, though. That is true. I've watched something like you said there. They were talking about Mercedes and BMW, like these memes I always compare the two. And they were saying how BMW parts are found in Rolls-Royce and Dacia parts are found in Mercedes inside the engine when you take the oil cover off and you're looking inside and it says Dacia. And but they all work together. But you're right. When something costs so much, you expect them to have their own parts. Like a P1, parts are designed for the P1.
For the P1, no. No, I think there was some
Audi. This is how these companies, like, they do this and then just push it through as in like, oh, it's a new thing with all, the thing is all parts. Nobody's going to be like, what's under the hood, what type of gearbox is it, what's the crankshaft and all this other stuff. It's simply going to be like, it's an M1. It cost £1 million, P1, sorry, it cost £1 million. And
you're going to pay it and you're never going to question it.
You pay it because you don't even question it. Yeah, exactly. But no, I do like those videos. Those guys like you follow, like people who buy salvage cars and bring them kind of back to life, I call it, because they just do them so well. There's another guy I like to watch. His name is Matt something. He's a British guy. He started off with a TT and then a GTR and a S3 and something like this. And all of a sudden now he's doing M5s, Ferraris, all this. And you look at it and you think, you know what, I love this. Because it's that stuff we talked about a couple of episodes ago, that man's man, like getting your hands dirty with a drill, oil.
Exactly. Honestly, I really like that. There's a channel called B is for Build, and I started watching him because he bought, he wanted to buy an R34. Obviously the GTR, like the Too Fast Too Furious one for people who don't know. So the R34, but apparently the R34 in America, you can't get those as an embargo on those for 25 years. So I think from 99, you probably heard this, right? So from 99 for plus 25 years. So I think that's only recent now anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like that's, you can't buy that car in the States. So what he did was, right, he bought a new GTR R36. He didn't buy brand new, but he bought one, like a second-hand one.
New to him,
Yeah, new to him, yeah. He bought it, and basically he put the R34 body on it.
Oh, just on top.
On top. So obviously there's some modifications. Now I'll be honest with you, right? I'll be honest. I wouldn't trust those cars because again, this guy used to do used to put 2 different halves of a car and then put a body kit. You know what I mean? Look, it looks good. Don't get me wrong, and I like the idea of working on something like that, but I couldn't trust a car that's been put in half by some geezer on YouTube. Let's just be honest. Let's be honest. On YouTube.
Exactly that.
You know what I mean?
If you're going to buy it, you're not really going to spend your money, are you? You're going to be like, if you do it yourself, of course, you trust your own labor, you trust your own work and judgment. But no, with somebody else,
it's your life in your hands, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, that's it. Exactly.
But not someone else's life in your hands. But I just loved this. But obviously the problem was that the R36 is a bit wider and a bit longer than the R34. So obviously you had to adjust the body kit. You had to put the wider body kit on. It looked epic, absolutely epic, by the way. But obviously that's just because I love GTRs anyway. I know you love GTRs as well. So like,
I love GTRs, bro.
Love GTRs, mate. Like, and that's the thing with us, right? We are not the type of people, right, to sort of buy Bugattis again, mainly because we don't have the money. But
I won't buy another one.
Yeah, obviously not another one. No. You don't want that. You don't want the Chiron, obviously, standard. But what I mean is, like, because we think about certain things too much. You know what I mean? If you had the money to buy a Bugatti, right, in what you know now, let's say you won the lottery tomorrow, I guarantee you will not go and buy a brand new Bugatti. Like a brand new one from the, you wouldn't, because you'd be like, why am I spending $3 million on a fucking Bugatti where I can get it cheaper with like 100 miles on it or 2,000 miles or some shit? You know what I mean?
Before we started doing the podcast, if you remember, we used to chat when you go into, obviously you were doing your bits and I was doing my bits on this down south. You were still up north. We would talk about like your epic 10-car garage, 5-car garage, and we even went through it before. Obviously we were younger and stuff, but we would talk about the whole thing of you won the lottery, 100 million, what are you buying? And not once did we have Bugattis and all these cars. No. It was all like classics. GTRs or classic. Like I said to you, I think Jaguar I'd love an E-Type. I don't know why, but beautiful just an E-Type Jag for me. I've just got this idea of me and the wife, the kids are growing up, we're going for a coffee somewhere, just let's jump in the Jag. And that's a proper Jag. None of this stuff, like jump in the Jag. Like, I've just love it. In the back of my mind going, in
the Jag. I own a Jag. I seem to have forgot my wallet.
I left it in the Jag. No, so that's
no, you're right.
I'm with you. I'm not into these, like, obviously these new cars. Listen, everybody loves a new car, a new toy, but yeah, like for the money, when you try to put things together, what you could actually get is insane. Like Jag, old Aston Martins, old Corvettes,
old Ferrari,
old Ferraris. Yeah,
the newest Ferrari that, again, with that sort of money, the newest Ferrari that I would ever buy would be the 458. Italia. That would literally be it. Because I don't care about any of the rest of it. I just love the way it looks.
Yeah.
Epic looking car. And again, you probably wouldn't even drive it because it's like, that's your baby. Do you know what I mean?
Ferraris at the minute, I like the 4x4, not 4x4, sorry, the 4-wheel drive one, but the one that's 4-seater one.
The hatchback.
No, the hatchback one. That's it. Hatchback. Sorry, I thought you said convertible. Yeah, hatchback one. That's kind of, I saw one in real life the other day, I drove by and I was like, do you know what? You don't even need, you've got the performance of a Ferrari, while you can still take a family of 4 with you somewhere.
Yeah, epic.
And maybe that's because maybe that'll change in a couple of years. I'm young and soon to be father of 2 and stuff. So yeah, I like the idea of just like me and the kids, rather than a flipping.
I don't know if you remember. Go on.
Old F430 Scuderia on the M25, because obviously you live in London, you know M25. M25, and do you know where it was as well? It was coming over the bridge, Dartford Bridge, as I was coming back home. And I was coming up. It was at 50 miles an hour, and sometimes just dropping it, and I wasn't the car directly behind, but I made sure I became the car next to it.
You got to, innit? You got to do that shit.
So if there's a penalty fine coming through, then fuck it. It was worth it. It was worth it.
There was an episode
in the tunnels are just like, obviously when they put down. Oh, man.
Especially like you said, we're in London, so you're going to see a lot of those. And
there's a lot of wealth down here, a lot of people with lots of money. So yeah, nice. But the Ferraris, the Lambos, and all this kind of stuff. But yeah. But
last
Ferrari. Oh, go on.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you remember watching an episode of Top Gear? I think it must have been like season 2 or season 3, where they had in the showroom in the warehouse they had a Lamborghini sedan, so 4-door Lamborghini, but it was only a concept car at the time. And honestly, right, I swear to God, if that would probably be the ultimate 4-door saloon that I would ever buy, because it just looked like a Lambo. Like you said, you can fit 4 or 5 people in the car. Honestly, like I dream about this car sometimes. You know what I mean? Now and again, it pops into my head.
You have to send me on chat. I don't remember that. The only one I remember is the big ugly 4x4 one.
No. The Urus.
Not the new Urus, but like the old Lamborghini 4x4, the red. I think it was a red one that they had on show.
Oh yeah, that was an older one, wasn't it? Like from the 80s or something like that. Yeah. No. This is like a 4-door saloon. Like it was epic. Do you know? I'm just trying to find the bloody name, because I think.
Well, while you're doing that, you watched the Lamborghini movie, didn't you? Did you watch it?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
You haven't watched the? You must watch it. It's quality. I like the actor in it as well. It's quite a decent actor.
Who's the actor in it, by the way?
I forgot. I think he plays Punisher as well. No, is it him or is it not? Yeah, I think it's him.
Oh, what, Bernthal? John Bernthal?
No, let me see.
You mean the Punisher from like the series Punisher, or?
Yeah, I think so.
Because that's John Bernthal who plays that geese. It's the Estoque, I think. So if you ever get a chance to search for this, right, it's called the Estoque, Lamborghini Estoque.
Oh no, sorry, it's not John. It's Frank Grillo, Italian, I believe.
Oh, Frank Grillo. Yeah.
Grillo,
okay,
yeah,
he usually does like fighting movies, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
No, that's him. But would you say Lambo? What? Sorry, to
It's
quickly
called the
Google it while the
Lamborghini.
listeners are entertaining themselves.
It's called a Lamborghini Estorque. ESTORQUE.
Yeah, got it here. Yeah, Lamborghini.
Oh my
Estorque, yeah.
god. Oh my god. Like,
Oh yeah, look.
you get me. You get me. You get me. Like, I can't even. I wouldn't even want another car.
Production?
I don't know. I wouldn't even want another car, mate. Like that is the ultimate
That
epic.
is absolutely
right.
When you said the saloon, I had the. Mate, this is something else. Listen, if you're out there, well, you are out there, obviously. Not if you're out there, because clearly not here.
If you're out there,
you are out there. Just Google this. Google
that
this.
Is, honestly, like one of the best looking cars.
2008 Paris Motor Show. Wow.
Yeah, so that was so it's still, even now they class it as a concept car because obviously it hasn't been made. But for the life of me, I don't understand why they wouldn't make that and make it like a hybrid. Imagine that, a hybrid.
Yeah, man, a V12 hybrid on that as well. Because like, what is it? Koeningseggs are doing the 4-door thing, aren't they now, or 4-seat thing with the Gamera or whatever they're doing.
But the Gamera, but have you seen the Gamera, by the way? That's one sexy car.
Right, so like 2,200 horsepower or something.
I don't even care about the power, mate. I don't even care about the power. It's
to be fair, like
looks of it.
The Koenigsegg, Mr. Koenigsegg himself is doing something unbelievable engineering and how he's doing it. Like, I remember the first Koenigsegg again from
was it the CCX?
From Project Gotham Race on the 360, the CCX, and then he appeared on Top Gear. Because obviously I played a game on Xbox called Project Gotham Racer, and I always used to have that car for one of the Brooklyn races for any old, obviously, listeners who used to play that game. And that was the one time I could complete a race in like ultra hard, epic, legendary, whatever that challenge described itself as, like the top of the level.
Fastest car in the game, that's why.
And I would use that car because there was lots of straight, but I'd always race against like Caterhams and so on. And it had a couple of turns, don't get me wrong. At the end of the long straight, you must come back because it was a race of 3 laps.
Like a sprint race or something.
Yeah, exactly. No, but it was like a lap, 3 race lap, but it was over the Brooklyn Bridge. Twice over the Brooklyn Bridge.
I get you.
Obviously, I would use that car to say like 200 and something. And then he came in Top Gear and I fell in love with him. I was like, Project Gotham Race as a kid using it, so on and so forth. And then I've just been keeping like little tabs on them, see what they're doing. And they came out with it, like the Agera, the 1-to-1. Like 1-to-1, I've never heard of a car having 1-to-1, like unreal. 1 kilogram to 1 horsepower. And you think to yourself, just the engineering, just to open your mind and just think, wow. Wow.
The power to weight ratio is unbelievable.
Like, what?
Which one was the one from the Fast and Furious? I think it was number, is it Fast 6 or Fast 7 or Fast 5? I think where Rome and Tej, they have they open the garage.
Yeah, they got the first one and the thing, and he goes like, so that's the number 2 in the Northern Hemisphere or whatever he says. It's the Agera. That was a land speed record for a while. The Agera R, like beat, then the Bugatti came with the Chiron and so on. But then competition. It's insane, bro. Like
beautiful. We can talk about cars all day, man.
We love cars
all day.
Honestly, like I said to you, I want something that can take the family somewhere and something me and the missus can drive with. Of course, 2-seater. It'd be nice to be with the boys.
That'd be all right. Well, one boy.
well, yeah, but you know, just to travel somewhere. I still have this. I'll never forget this. I first came to Twitter, like when Twitter came out. I was a year late or 2, or X as it's known now, but back then when it was Twitter, and I followed LeBron James. He did, I think, an American trip somewhere. I don't think it was north. It wasn't east to west. I think it was more like sort of north south somewhere. Wherever he was living, he went down somewhere. But he took him and his boys. Excuse me. And he had like Porsche after Porsche after Porsche. There was like the GT3, the 911, the Cayenne, and so on. And it was just him and his friends. And I thought to myself, that's like an epic road trip. You and the boys, whoever's into cars, you get together and you just do that. And I've even been thinking like, okay, financially I can't afford it now, but you know, soon, God willing, and all that stuff.
Yeah. Keep the listeners coming, bro. We need the listeners coming. We need that Porsche in my life.
We will Gumball 3000, bro. That's another one, like epic journey, cars and so on. Okay, don't get me wrong, some of them seem like douchebags and so on and so forth, but for me it's just for the cars. It's not like, it's that journey. This is what I've always said to the missus as well. I'd love to do a journey where I start, like even in London now, start where we are in London and drive somewhere to the north of Scotland and then do the NC 500, North Coast 500. And I know we've discussed that. But obviously, you know, at the minute I'm a bit tight with it now. But yeah, we will definitely do that because I don't think we need to have expensive cars. It's just about having the experience of going out with the boys.
I want to do Top Gear style, man. I want to do Top Gear style where we take a shit car, we take a camper van that we hire out for the week, and then we just take turns driving the camper van and the car. And if it breaks, it fucking breaks. You know what I mean? Like,
listeners have got to let us know who likes that. Likes that idea. And, We would probably go live for most of it. We'll probably be live on it as well.
Of course we would. We would make it as if it was the Top Gear episode, and then obviously put all the footage out at the end, like put it together. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Like, do you know what the funny thing is, though, Rick? That you mentioned this again, right? Because I was having a discussion with one of my colleagues today at work, because she's going to Isle of Skye or something like that.
Yeah.
So I said, "Oh, you're doing?" Yeah. She goes, "I'm going to do it around," and I was like, "Oh, so you're going to do the NC500?" She was like, "No, I'm only going to do like half because she's going to whatever."
Oh, so she's doing the NC250.
Yeah, the 250 standard. It's actually the NC234, but that's we won't quarrel. We won't quarrel.
Factor in what it is to come in as well. She's got to come back to Edinburgh.
got to. So the ring roads and shit like that. But yeah. So and I said to her, obviously, I mentioned to her, I was like, "Oh, me and my friend, we've been talking about the NC500 for a long time, and now that you mention it, look, it's going to be. It's going to happen. So we have to as
well. Like, I don't think from now on, like, let's see what happens. Possibly next year. Let's see if we can put it on the list for 2025. I know I don't mean next year as in 24, because it'll be too soon for me. I won't be able to.
Yeah.
Obviously with a newborn and stuff. But yeah, 2025. Maybe a week.
There you go. You heard it here, listeners.
2025.
We have to keep this guy accountable, man. Do you know what I mean?
No, that's it. Hold me accountable. I'm ready for it, man. I'm ready for it. My younger brother obviously has been talking about it. I know he was involved as well. The three of us were going to do it originally. So yeah, man, I'm game. But I think 2025 will be a good time to try and do it.
If we save up, I mean, like you're saying, save up. We don't need to save up like 10 grand. Shit, just normal money, man.
Ridiculous. Just something normal, just to go over. Because obviously, we're average guys. We don't really. Don't get me wrong. We like nice things, but we work for nice things, and the nice things we like is things that everybody likes. We're not like Canada Goose wearing kind of guys. We're not even we're average guys. We like to keep warm while still looking good, rather than looking expensive. Because the ones 5 times out of 10, the ones who are expensive or wear all the expensive clothes are the ones who don't have anything.
No, the ones that are broke. Yeah, you talk about Canada Goose. I have a fat moose. So there you go. It's literally called the fat moose.
It sounds warmer, but fat moose. It sounds warmer. Fat moose sounds warmer.
I walked through Toronto in minus 25 degree weather, and I couldn't feel shit. So I thought it was quite warm.
25. What? Fahrenheit, right? Because
Fahrenheit. That's even worse, isn't it? Minus 25 Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit is even worse.
No, I'm talking about degrees Celsius.
Minus 25.
Minus 25 in the middle of the fucking snow, mate. It was not even. I'm not even kidding you, right? I don't know how to explain it, right?
Anybody this side of the pond has never seen minus 25. They experience minus 4, and they're like, "Oh, it's bloody cold out there." Like,
well, in Winnipeg, where my sister lives, it's minus 40. It reaches minus 40. Obviously, they don't go out, but I promise you this, right? I don't know how to explain it, yeah? But at minus 25 weather, I walked out, and I swear to you, it wasn't as cold as I'm making out to seem. Do you know what I mean? When you hear minus 25, you think, fuck off, mate. Nah, I wouldn't dare. But I promise you, it was not that cold. Like, obviously, because you're walking and stuff. I was, strapped up and shit. Like, I had my nice jacket, my fat moose, not my Canada Goose, and my fat moose on. I had my balaclava on, like, just literally just my eyes. But it was such a peaceful walk. Snow coming down on you, like, beautiful.
Sounds amazing.
It was absolutely epic. But yeah, you're right. We don't want major things, some nice things now.
We like keep warm, exactly. That's it. Keep warm. Doesn't matter what it is. Moose.
That's it. Give me some long johns, bro. Give me some long johns and
whatever
shit. Like,
it is, we just want to keep warm. That's it. So that's what I mean. So we don't need a lot of money, to be fair, to do this. We don't need. The only thing, the biggest expense is going to be the rent in the camper van.
Yes,
that'll be the biggest expense. But I think if we look at it, possibly, I don't know. We'll get when you come down to visit. We'll probably sit down and look at some campers together, and maybe we can even look at doing it in a year's time.
In a year's time, that's plenty of time.
Plenty of time as well.
Probably even save up, right, to actually buy a cheap camper.
And be like, babe, I'm just gonna go out with my boys, yeah. Just gonna go out
call her back for a week.
Go out for a little bit. Where are you going? I'm just going to Five-a-Side. Where are you? I never told you Five-a-Side was at Isle of Skye.
Yeah, I meant the NC Five-a-Side, the 500 side. Yes, that's what I meant. But yeah, no, you're right, Rick. People want to see that, let us know. But look, should we talk about some football? Let's talk about some football,
shall we? Go into footy, bro. Yeah, like I think we spent half an hour talking.
That's all right, though.
They love it. They love it, bro.
Normal things, mate. Normal things. Before we get into like a little bit on our teams, right? I just want to talk. I want to talk a little bit about the Aston Villa match, because
bring it in, because I wanted to bring that fucker up as well, because
it annoyed me to no end, like the way that Aston Villa. Well, say Aston Villa. I don't want to tarnish the whole team, because they have been playing really well, and they deserved it. They've deserved it. So let's just be clear on that. But the way that Martinez went down like an absolute sack of shit, and he went down like, do you remember watching Space Jam? Do you remember the Monstars, right? Do you remember the aliens returning to the basketball players? Yeah, literally, he went down as if one of the monsters just attacked him. It was like, oh, Mope is like 5'5".
Yeah, just like, oh.
This guy's 6'3", 6'4". Like, dude, you are built like a fucking house. What are you doing falling like that? So that annoyed me for one. And the fact that he didn't get did he get a yellow card? I don't think he got a yellow card.
He got a yellow card, but he should have got two yellows. I'm with two yellows for that.
Yeah, I totally
literally got a yellow card for the same thing that he went down with. You know, he stopped on Morpe's way when he was going to get the ball for a corner. He went down, like you say, a sack of shit, a sack of potatoes, whatever terminology you used to describe. Yeah. And the same thing happened to the other way around. He was on the receiving end, and then he kind of was the accuser or the guy who committed the foul. Okay, that's a yellow card. Why are you sticking an elbow? He did stick an elbow. I agree that Morpe went down too easy, but it's tough. He stuck an elbow out. Like, what?
I can't even blame Mope. Can't even blame him for that.
To come and grab him by the neck, no, not neck, but by his clothes to try and lift. Oh, come on, bro! I'm fuming.
Can't do that. And again, I was screaming at the TV. It was match of the day, obviously, later on, and I'm like, what the? How is this guy not getting booked for this? How is he not getting sent off?
2 yellows.
Easily.
If not a straight red, because of the way he went over to try and grab it by the clothes. You don't do that, Dick. You try and lift.
Don't put your hands on your opponents, mate.
The thing is as well, right? If he's wasting time being on the floor, you're on the winning team.
Yeah. And just take it. Yeah, let him waste time. Let him waste time. It doesn't matter to you.
I don't know why the referee didn't give that. For me, that was a red card. There should have been a red card to teach him a lesson. You don't go and grab somebody by the, because he wasn't kind of like put a shirt pull. He was more like, I'm trying to, as if you're fighting with somebody.
Get up. Yeah, literally, you're going, get up, mate. You know what I mean? And that aggressive, it's could not believe it. And the funny thing is with that match, right, up until so what was it? Is it Ben Mee? Is it Ben Mee who got sent off? Yeah. So Ben Mee got sent off. Obviously, Aston Villa came back after that because up until that point, Brentford had really, really frustrated them. Like, wow. I genuinely thought it was going to be a Brentford win. But obviously, red card, same as the Crystal Palace versus Liverpool match that happened, what was it, last week? When, Liverpool were losing. As soon as the red card happened, that's it. That was the end of that. Because there was one player less. And the way that Brentford played, they needed all players on the pitch, like all 10 outfield players on the pitch. They went down to 9. Left some space behind for Villa, and obviously they scored. But before the Ben Mee booking, there was one booking, and then after the 75th or 76th minute, there was like 12 bookings, mate. 12 bookings, a red card for Kamara, because again, you don't put your hands on your opponents. That's just a letter of the law.
Did you see the way he did that as well?
Did he put his hands in his mouth?
Yeah, he put his hands.
It was like, dude, why is it salty?
Trying to do the whole sock thing of that wrestler. Who's that guy?
Oh, Mr. Socko, Mankind.
Mankind, that's it, yeah.
Mick Foley.
Mick Foley, that's it, yeah.
Trying to do a rusty hook on him and shit. What do you do with a rusty hook, bro?
That was wrong spot.
Exactly. That was a deserved red card.
He did right for his referee. I don't know why he lost his head.
Yeah, he was trying to explain to the ref.
Like, I'm with you. Villa should have had 2 players sent off. Him definitely, and so should Martinez. Martinez should have gone. I can't stand Martinez, but I don't know what it is. No. I'm not trying to paint all South American footballers or particularly Argentinians, but Romero won. Martinez won. They're just aggressive, unnecessarily aggressive. There's a level of aggression that you got to have a competitive edge, but like, when you go there to hurt the player, like Romero did against Enzo when they played, or against whoever else was for some challenges, and you're like, what are you doing? Awful. And same with Martinez now as well. It's just a prick, bro. There's no other.
No, I didn't enjoy that at all. And obviously all the pundits, everything that I've read, they've said the same thing. He should have been sent off. All right, fair enough. Look, we agree that Mope went down easily, but again, he only went down easily because of the way that he only did that because of the way Martinez went down easy. Just a bit earlier on. And he did say that. He turns around and says, "How is that different to what I did to him?" Exactly.
How is there any different to what I did to him? So I don't know what the referee did. I think the referee
not a good call.
Crumbled there under pressure.
Yeah, not a good call
when Unai came on the pitch, maybe. I don't know, speculating, but no.
I like the fact that Unai ran in and obviously pulled Emi Martinez away. Like, he didn't egg him on, like, he just
I'm disappointed more players didn't go to Mope's rescue, to be fair. I was disappointed that like only 2 players came. I don't know why the whole team didn't come around and be like, what are you doing? You don't. You grab one of us, you grab all of us. But it just felt like as if some of them couldn't be bothered to run from centre back. So like, just leave it.
I'll be all right. It's almost the end of the match. But same as. Okay. What did you think of the Watkins celebration? By the way,
I'll be honest with you. For me, I've got no problem with that. I've got no problem whatsoever.
I loved it.
You're in the pitch. You're getting loads of like abuse and stuff, and just shushing the crowd or staring at the crowd. You've paid your money to be there. Whatever he did, yeah.
He literally put his hands like a Superman stance, and he was just like, woo, doing all this shit and pointing at the guy. I was like, yeah, you.
Oh, yeah. So pointed to the guy, whoever he was pointed to, then somebody's giving him abuse or clearly did
like,
something.
Oh, doing all this shit.
Yeah,
Ollie Walker's like, mate, but, I made 120 grand.
Yeah.
See you next week.
Your mum's shit, yeah, but you should see her house. Cheers, lads. Thanks for coming. See you next week, yeah?
Take care, lads. Yeah. Go have a pint or something. Go get aggressive somewhere else.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
No, I had absolutely no problem with that.
I don't mind stuff like that at all.
And I did mind the way that Konsa ran in, because obviously they're trying to move Watkins away from the away fans.
Yeah.
And then Konsa ran in against the Brentford player. I can't remember who the Brentford player was, and he just got right up in his face. And I was like, "Fucking hell, man! Like, these guys, they need to. The thing is, they need to understand that this will happen." And the way that the Brentford players pulled Watkins away, it wasn't in an aggressive manner. It was just like, mate,
come on, mate, let's leave it. Yeah. So I thought that's enough now.
Yeah, you proved your point. Let's move it on. But then obviously Konsa ran in like that. I was like, oh my god, this fucking geezer.
Konsa would have done it from like centre half. The one he would have looked at him from the middle of the pitch and gone like, oh no, they're my player. So he's probably thinking like, let me stick up for him. You're like,
running up to him,
bro, relax.
Yeah, I didn't like the way that happened, But I think obviously after that moment, that's when everything just went to shit, really. Not for Brentford, because honestly, they played tremendously well. Like, they played really well. Frustrated Villa, just the way that they defended. But
it's not enough, though, is it? Do you know
no, it's not enough. Yeah. It's not enough. But again, the red card made a difference. Was
it a red card? I didn't watch the game. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't watch much of the day either. I was flat out.
I think it was. I personally think it was a red card because his foot. The thing is, when you see Ben Mee going in for that tackle, he's already off 2 feet. 2 feet off the ground. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't like a Romero tackle where it was proper aggressive, and it was against the player. No, he mistimed it. Do you know what I mean? But unfortunately for him, 2 feet off the ground. Yeah. 2 feet off the ground, and luckily for Bailey, he didn't have his leg planted because it would have probably been a break.
It did make connection.
Oh, it made a connection, but again, not shin. It was more like to the side, but it still would have fucking hurt.
If the leg was planted, that's in two.
It would have hurt, 100%.
But it became two.
Yes, absolutely. I think, and obviously they put a stat out that said in 400 and something matches, Ben Mee had only been sent off twice. So he's not the sort of player to do that. And I'll be honest with you, he never went in to hurt the player. But unfortunately, letter of the law is that, 2 feet off the ground, and it looks more aggressive than it actually was. Do you know what I mean? Like, it looked like, damn.
Sorry about that noise.
So, hey, look, I had to bring that up because it's been really annoying me all day, the Emi Martinez scenes. And it was funny the fact that they got 12 yellow cards, like both teams, 12 yellow cards.
10 minutes.
In a matter of 10 minutes, yeah. It was funny as hell. But there you go. And I just hope something like that changes because, again, you just can't put your hands on your opponents that way. Do you know what I mean? Yes, it's a contact sport, or apparently that's what we've been told anyway. I don't know. But, you definitely can't pull a player off the ground by your shirt. That's
to do that.
Do you know what I mean? That is aggressive. And but yeah, so hopefully that could change for another time, and maybe another ref would have actually seen that and give him a red card for it at 2 yellows. But yeah, it shouldn't happen. And you're right, Emi Martinez, he's the sort of player, he's the best goalkeeper in the world apparently, voted, so, and won the
come on, bro, be serious.
Yeah, no, exactly. But in terms of that's what happens to the players, doesn't it? Like you said, Romero, he sees himself as a World Cup winner.
Previous year, yeah.
Enzo's a World Cup winner, but let's just be honest, their performances have been dog shit.
Performances have been awful. But listen, while we're on that, should we move on to wishing a speedy recovery to the Luton captain who had a cardiac arrest?
Yes, definitely. That was
speedy recovery to him. Obviously, really sad to see. Obviously, I think take your time. I think this is the second one he had.
In the same year. So that's
maybe I think obviously not somebody who we want to see hang up their boots, but I think the gentleman needs to think about his well-being. A bit like, who was the guy who was a Tottenham player? You might not remember because he was a Tottenham player, but what was it, Fabrice Mwamba or somebody who had a cardiac arrest for Spurs at White Hart Lane? The doctor came off from the stands and he was like, I'm a cardiac doctor, let me go, I can save his life, he's had a cardiac arrest. And they were like, oh no, he's injured. It was like, listen, he's going to die, let me go. and then he obviously came on the pitch, started his CPR and did all the checks and saved his life, basically.
There you go.
Now he has a pacemaker. But yeah, for him as well, speedy recovery to him and his family. I'm sure he's in good hands. He's stable, which is what we'd love to see.
And I like the fact that obviously players, they went in because the match got interrupted, and then they came back out. Round of applause for him. So hey, it's a nice touch, isn't it? From both sets of players.
Exactly.
But yeah, look,
that's the times when football comes together, though, doesn't it?
That's
like you
what
see the other side of where fans are
say.
sticking their fingers up to Ollie Watkins and calling him X, Y, and Z, and then you see the other side where they say football fans are hooligans of football. Not really. They do have a softer side. Okay, they're competitive.
They're humans at the end of the day.
They're humans, exactly. So
and
it's nice to see.
I like that. I like that as well, to be honest, because like you said, it's something that where it's just forgotten. Kicking the ball about is forgotten. Yeah. It's like, oh shit, wait, let's make sure that the player's all right first.
That's it.
Same as wrestling, isn't it? Like yes, it's all coordinated, and they know what they're going to do, the next moves. But at the end of the day, like when Brock Lesnar, for example, broke his neck. When he broke his neck in 2003, he did like a shooting star press on Kurt Angle, and he literally landed on his neck. But and Kurt Angle, he realized what happened because he broke his neck obviously during the Olympics. He'd never let us forget it, by the way. I won the Olympic title with 2 broken necks. Like, all right, shit. Where's your other neck?
Damn, anyway, Kurt.
Yeah, come on, Kurt. But so again, they all come together. Everything stops, and the entertainment stops. And
of course, it's a human life at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Entertainment can continue next week or in an hour's time. Let's focus on this individual first.
That's it. So I'm really glad that happened, to be honest with you. And but yeah, hopefully he'll be well. But I think it's time for him now. If it's a second one in the same year, and
that's it.
Yeah, and he's already had a surgery for in May. I think
bypass or wherever he's had done. So yeah. So
you can't carry on anymore. You can't. The thing is, you can't put his family through that. Anyway,
no,
you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, speedy recovery and time to hang up the boots, mate. Look after yourself, really.
Look after yourself. Be there for your family, pal, because football can wait.
That's it. You're always going to be a legend.
We make our way over to Anfield.
Let's do it.
I watched part of this match and then I fell asleep because I had an awful night's sleep before. And Hoover in the car removing all those individual leaves made me stupid. I'm taking off the
carbon fibers.
Yeah, that's it. This was Sunday, but okay. So let's go with predictions. You had 5-1. I had 4-0.
Oh,
and that definitely did not happen, did it? Didn't happen. But go on, give me your opinions first, because obviously I saw you and the boys were a bit active on the chat. Let's say,
yes,
with regards to it. So come on, what are you thinking?
Okay, I just want to, with my Arsenal hat on, I love the result, and I was kind of hoping, again, this is the only time I'm ever going to say this, I probably will beep this out, but it was the only time I was kind of hoping that United would sneak one right at the end and, just take full 3 points away from Liverpool. However, with my football hat on, I'm glad that it ended the way it did because, again, for Arsenal, it was fantastic, but at the same time, United didn't win. But they should have lost. They should have lost that match. And as much as I didn't really like the way that Van Dijk came out and said, there was only one team in it and all this stuff, because in my head it's like, dude, come on, mate. Like, all right, come on, mate. Are you kidding me? You've won one title in like Roy Keane said, you won one title in 30 years and you're coming out saying this bullshit. Like, I get it, but let's not get overconfident, okay? Let's not make it out as if like you're a City or a Real Madrid or a Barcelona. Well, not Barcelona, Real Madrid. Do you know what I mean? Like you play for a Liverpool. Yeah, you play for a Liverpool side that's won one title in 30 years, which is great, fair enough, brilliant. But at the same time, let's be a bit realistic here. You can't just say, oh, we deserve to win. But because if you deserve to win, then you should have fucking won it. So that's, and it is literally as simple as that. And the way that they squandered chances was brilliant. And fuck Darwin Núñez. That's all I'm going to say. He's one of the worst finishers of the ball I've ever seen. Like, he is terrible. The amount of times he got the ball at the edge of the box and the amount of times that they were screaming at him to pass the ball, he just wanted to do turns. He wanted to come back, and it's like, dude, when you got Salah in your team, you do everything in your power to find him because you cannot finish this.
Yeah, that's your Michael Jordan there.
Yeah, you cannot finish this, so you need to find that guy. But yeah, I think very strong performance from Liverpool. Absolutely dominated, like absolutely on top, and this is why I'm surprised that they didn't actually win.
This is the thing, they dominated, but what the history books in the league shows is they both got a point each. One dominated, one didn't.
That's
and
it.
They both got
no one's going to talk about possession.
I agree a little bit with Gary Neville, to be honest with you, and I don't normally say this, and I don't even feel well for saying it. Like, hold on a minute. Yeah, better now.
What happened?
I do agree with him.
Did you freeze there a second? What happened?
Time around me just stood still for a second.
Jeez.
But no, I do agree with him in the fact that Man United could not go there and play as open as they did. They tried that last year. They got thumped 7-0.
Yeah.
They couldn't have another performance like it. Being out of the Champions League, the best thing that they could have done was pray for a 0-0 or even a nick. Obviously, the best would have been to win it, but if you don't win it, you don't concede.
No.
And
I agree with you, by the way.
Defensively.
I don't agree with Gary Neville. I agree with you.
Because I agree with him, you agree with me.
Don't know what you're talking about, mate. I agree with you. You made a good point there, mate.
But I agree with, like, that's the thing he was saying. He was saying maybe before this game, look, on the pod, on Tash Mike, guys, we talked about 5-1, 4-0. Liverpool fans thought we'll smash them. They did nothing. Chelsea were the only team that they beat, and then they didn't beat anybody else. They Bournemouth 3-0. Bayern beat them. So they were on a terrible run. And then they thought, okay, let's close shop here. And to be fair, credit to them. I'll be honest with you. Credit to them.
I agree.
Like holding a 0-0 at Anfield, top of the league, because they were, or when that weekend prior to, or a couple of days prior, Liverpool were top of the league.
Yeah.
So going to Anfield.
Not yesterday, by the way. By the time they played, they were second.
No, by the time they played, but I'm saying like Thursday, Friday during training, when they had their tactical discussions and stuff, saying this is how we're going to play. You know, you go into the top of the league who are on form, scoring, not playing well, but still winning games. Guys, we close shop, we don't win. And the guy in midfield as well, I forgot his name now. The young black lad in midfield for them. Mainu. Quality. 18, 19-year-old playing at Anfield.
I've been meaning to mention his name from when I saw him maybe 2-3 match days ago, I think. And he came on and I was like, holy crap, this player is very, very good. And you know what? He was like the bright spark because no one else was doing anything for United, to be honest with you. But honestly, I agree with you that the fact that he, they closed up shop, they knew what they needed to do, and they did it. They didn't. And they did it. That's it. They weren't flying like with fucking dreams and shit like that. Like, hopes and dreams. Oh, let's go to Anfield and win. No. We know where we're at fault. We cannot be open again because we will get slapped. And you know what? And they did. And they would have done. Yeah, and they didn't. Let me run some stats past you, right?
But while you quickly getting the stats, I wanted to say as well. Another thing I agree with him, and Liverpool fans are not going to like this, but Anfield was quiet. I remember Anfield when Chelsea used to go there in the Champions League nights. I used to dread going to Anfield for my team because the way how loud the crowd were and the effect it had on the players.
Even 2 years ago, it was the same thing.
Yeah,
after COVID, for example, when fans started going back in, it was madness. And again, you'll never walk alone. It scared me.
It scares you. It scared Arteta until he started playing it through CD player.
Yeah. Honestly.
But what I mean is like, and this is like, okay, slight disrespect towards them, but a huge respect in the sense that that was the one place I used to hate going to play. Mm-hmm. Because of the fans, the crowd that played under the lights, especially now that was under the lights. Okay, sometimes it wasn't too bad if it's like a 3:00 Saturday afternoon, March, April time when the clocks had gone forward or back, so it's still light time. But now
you could have 1 extra hour of safety.
But whatever it was, because you know what I mean, playing under the sunlight, it didn't have the same effect. But under the lights, Anfield with their flags and their chants, and as soon as the players are coming out, all you hear is "You never walk alone." Like, whew, chills. You're like,
chills.
Fuck, I hope we get a draw or a win here because obviously I really think we're going to lose this game. And yeah, man, but they were quiet. And Man United, again, that's credit to United. Frustrate them to the points where they had to play a bit of sideways football. Nunes tried. Again, I watched bits of it because, like I said, I fell asleep because it was such a boring game. I was like,
wasteful. Yeah,
wasteful footballer. But no, credit to United. I don't think I'll give him credit again, but credit.
Yeah,
credit to United. Ten Hag is in a job for the week or two.
Well done, yeah, exactly. He saved his job for a week or two. So let me run some stats past you, right? Obviously, expected goals because it's first on the list. That's the only reason I bring it up, right? 2.6 to 0.5, right?
Yeah, well, it's
but ball possession. So this is the full match, 68 to 32, right?
Wow.
Goal attempts, 34 to 6, right?
Wow. On target.
So, shots on goal, 8 to 1. Wow. 8 to 1, right?
I'll be honest with you, that's worse than Liverpool because if you have 30-something attempts, you only put 8 on target.
8 on target. And I think that's because 26 of those was Darwin Núñez.
Fair point.
So, yeah, literally, 26, Our shots I've got, it was Darwin Núñez. So, corner kicks, by the way, this is how bad this was, 12 to nothing on corners. Wow. 12 to nothing. And the last one that I will bring up, right, and this is dangerous attacks, 100 to 22. 100 to 22, and they still only managed 8 shots on target. Like,
This is the
it's
thing, though.
incredible.
I
Incredible.
suggest we called you a while ago saying, oh, they're not playing well. Even Liverpool fans, and we have friends who are Liverpool fans, who said, we've not played well, but I'll take the 3 points. And it looks like it's just caught up with you.
Yeah.
I'm
If
not
they played
playing
a
well,
better
but I'll take
team,
the 3
if they were
points.
playing a better team, I think I genuinely think Liverpool would have, because the way that they play, I think they would have conceded quite a bit, to be honest with
Right.
you.
It was quite open.
Yeah, there was a couple of moments when I was like, I think I messaged on the group as well. I was like, wait, did Anthony just go straight past Trent like that?
Yeah, I think
And
you mentioned. I saw that.
Oh my God, that was embarrassing.
I saw that.
For Trent, it really was. But again, he had a decent match. Not to the point where he was incredible. I mean, but none of them were, to be honest with you. Like even Salah wasn't. Yes, there were chances, but again, not the Salah that we're afraid of. And I'm hoping that Arsenal or Arteta has seen this match and he knows how to set up the team for next week.
You've got them next, haven't you? Yeah, next Saturday.
It's kind of like a decider, to be honest with you. I mean, the fact that City dropped 2 points again, this could be the decider. But again, I will caveat that by saying, in January, that's when City start playing. That's when they think, oh shit, the season started, and then they start playing. Because De Bruyne will come back, and obviously whoever's going to come, who they got, Haaland is going to come back as well. Yeah, that's going to be a scary team.
Points on thing. You know, I'm playing with like 10 players on flipping fantasy league because of Haaland. I just didn't drop him after you said he's too expensive. You can't afford him now. I'm like, I'm not going to drop him yet.
That's it. I can't even bench the guy because who the hell do I put on again? Jimenez. I put that guy on. He lost me like minus 5 points.
I was got 5 for you, so I was like, I can't believe you got a red card. Got my lords and mate, I was like second, a couple of points behind first, and all of a sudden I've been overtaken by third, and then now I'm third place is first, and I was just like, phew. And I thought this weekend as well, I was like, Bailey will do all right, Sonny will do all right. Now, bro, they've all got me like 2 points, 4 points, 4 points is for the captain.
Palmer was the only one that got me some decent points because I haven't took that guy off since I put him on because I know he can do some shit. So I'm leaving him on. Right, to be fair, but we'll come to that. But sorry, on Jimenez real quick, did you watch that red card? Did you see that red card?
I watched the red card, yeah.
What do you think?
It's a difficult challenge, but it didn't look like he. And then again, are we used to seeing putting the player in a dangerous situation, or endangering the player, or injuring, or whatever the word I'm looking for is, endangering the player? That's what I'm looking for. And he went up for a header. He looked like he was going for, sorry, not header, because I watched it on slow-mo. Goes with his feet, but then he pulls out. The momentum of his body, of course, is going to hit the other
somewhere.
player.
Yeah, he has to go somewhere.
He can't freeze and be like,
But the intention,
this isn't a mask movie.
The intention wasn't there to go and hurt the player. No, he realized in mid-air, he realized he's like, oh shit, I'm going to hurt this guy, so I'm just going to pull out. And for that alone, yellow card. I think yellow card. You shouldn't have got that red card, but there you go. I think he got frustrated because earlier on he got taken down.
Yeah, there's an elbow to the face by flipping Lascelles or whatever.
Lascelles, yeah, and that guy's vicious.
That's yellow card. Yeah, he's vicious. He's a vicious player. Yeah.
So
he's a clever, dirty player, though. Not many people watch it, but if you watch carefully, there's no need for your elbow to be in his face. You're not protected. You're running with the ball. What protection do you need now? Right now, the ball is 4 yards. Yeah, exactly.
That's awful. But for that, he got frustrated. And like you said, ruined the game. And fair credit to Newcastle. Obviously, they came back from that midweek loss, and the curse has been lifted. Like I said.
Yeah, well, like you said on the chat as well, Spurs obviously still winning. They won 2-0 away.
Good God! But again, right, okay. So let's just close up on Liverpool. Dominated the game, but just couldn't finish it at all.
Good result for United.
Good result for United. Yeah, I think so, and I think definitely 2 points dropped for Liverpool, 2 points gained by United. So, Spurs, look, if Richarlison if Richarlison is scoring past your team, you're doing something really bad. And I'll be honest, I'll watch the majority of that match, and again, uninspiring from Spurs. Like, there is absolutely nothing and no one that can tell me that they perform well. Like, I refuse to believe it unless literally, am I blind? I don't know. Am I blind? I don't think I am. Like, my eyes work really well, and I watch these guys play, and they are just not good. Basuma got a red card. Again. Obviously, your boy Basuma got a red card. I don't like him, bro. I don't like him, bro. I told you that from time.
I watched him. When did I watch him? I didn't watch him this game. I watched him the game before. Who did they play the game before? Was it Newcastle that did one?
Newcastle, but they won 4-1.
He didn't do what he was doing. So before the red card, the reason I liked him was because he was showing it. He was fearless on the ball. He was turning, he was running, he was cutting through the press, and I was like, this is I liked him because that's what I wanted to see in my midfield. And then after the red card that he got at Luton, came back and he turned into a sideways footballer. And I was like, what is going on here?
It's like he got scared or something,
football, I mean full-on Hudgy, like, just get the ball, give it to defender, bring it back, give it to the right back, left back, and so on. It just shoehorn football. And but I didn't watch this game. I don't know whether he deserved the yellow card, red card. I didn't see any of it, I'll be honest with you, because I had a very busy Saturday and I was trying to do everything I can before the Chelsea game started.
It was a straight red from Basuma, to be honest with you. So
that's 3 games.
That's a four match ban. 4-match ban from Basuma.
That's a second, is it? Is that what it is?
Yeah. That's a second. So again, look, deserved, I think, but for me, it was sad to see Nottingham Forest not get anything from this match, because when you look again, just a couple of stats, expected goals, because it's there. 1.47 for Notts Forest, 1.31 for Tottenham, and look, goal attempts 15 to 12 for Nottingham Forest, but shots on goal 1 to 6 for Tottenham. So again, it was a close game in that sense, but they didn't deserve to lose 2-0. They really, really didn't deserve to lose 2-0, but that's just the way it is, and they played really well.
Man, you've got to be clinical. Got to be super clinical. That one chance you get, like, you've got to put it away, because you never know when you're going to get another one. And it just opens up the game. It opens up the game really well. And if you don't mind, I'm going to jump into the Chelsea one, because I think this is a nice segue.
If you're anything like me, my headwear is only New Era caps. New Era is the official headwear provider for NFL, MLB, and the NBA. But New Era caps are not just headwear. They are a global brand of culture, style, and self-expression. I'm a huge fan of rap and hip-hop, and growing up, I used to watch artists sporting the New Era caps. I was mesmerized by the way they used to fit just perfectly. I remember my first ever New Era cap. It was a Blue Jays cap. I lived in Toronto, so it had to be. My favorite from my personal collection is my LA Dodgers. I have 2 different versions, fitted and the 940. What I love most about New Era is the quality of the product is second to none. I refuse to wear any other brand caps when New Era is available. So if you want to dress like your favorite sports stars and musicians, visit the official website neweracap.com and use the code TASHMIKE at checkout for 15% off. That's neweracap.com and use the code TASHMIKE for 15% off.
Because I saw a bit of the highlights, and I think I asked you as well, because you said, I was like, what's the game like? Because I haven't watched the first half, and you was like, dead, awful. And it was, and we just needed that first goal just to get them out of that low block a little bit, and then we could play a little bit better. So I think that's what most teams need, is you've got to be clinical to get the first goal, because if you get the first goal, the whole plan goes out the window. I think Muhammad Ali said it, everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face.
That's it.
Everybody's got a plan until they concede a goal, and then it's, we're going to lose.
Let's change it, and that's where the coach earns his money, Yeah, I agree.
That's it, and I think that's why obviously we were doing so bad, and then it got him together, so hallelujah.
I think, obviously I was once again very impressed.
Like? I can talk more about second half. What was first half like?
First half, well, I'm just reminding myself, and the fact that there was only one bit of thing to report on the first half. That was McAtee for Sheffield got a yellow card in the 42nd minute. Nothing happened. Absolutely nothing happened. And I said to you on the group as well, that Mudryk looked lively. And to be fair to him, he actually made some decent runs. But again, just there's nothing there. There's no end product from him. And I'm just not afraid of him. Like, as a player, he's not a frightening player.
That's it. There's nothing to put fear in you, is there? Like, everybody talks pace. But if you just give yourself a couple of yards head start, he's not that quick, really, if you've like 4 yards in front of him. But
can I just,
and he's not even that big. Like, he can be quick, but like you say, there's no decision making. He just loses the ball. So all he's doing is quick, and then you're like, it's okay, he'll lose it. He's not going to do anything. So
he had a couple of very good runs actually to the byline, and sort of squared it. But again, it wasn't a good square, and it was like more of a obtuse. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Let me just.
It wasn't even like a proper square. Like, bro, what are you doing? Parallelogram? What are you doing out here?
Yeah, what's going on there, bro?
But I think so. Before you get into it, I just want to say that the back line, the back four, is the back four that played well. Who did they play well against? That we liked it. Was it Brighton?
Against Brighton and got beat by
Sassy,
United,
Silva, Badiashile and Colwill.
That's the back line I've been crying out for like four matches now, 3 matches.
And guess what? You put that back line on and they won.
Do you know the reason why I like that back line? It reminds me of when Ivanovic came to Chelsea, right? And I'm, again, just in comparison with the past and stuff, is he started as a centre back and we were struggling for right backs. We had Basuma. Not Basuma. What's his name? Yeah. Basingwa, not Basuma, sorry. Basingwa, because Basuma's in my mind with a red card now, because you said your boy. He's not my boy.
Your boy is not.
But we had Basingwa, and yeah, he was all right. And again, he was quick, he was scrawny, and he got basically shoulder barge off the ball super easy. And then he put Ivanovic on the right back, and we were just like solid. Proper solid. And I was just thinking, looking at Disasi, it's like, bro, just stick him out right back. He's fine. He can do a job out right back. We're not playing with wing backs. And he did do a great job. This is the second game. He's done a very good job.
Tackles. Very good tackles.
Yeah, he's solid on the ball. I saw the sliding when the ball came in from a corner. He just went in and took the ball out. Okay, he got the player, but it was 100% ball momentum that took the player out.
Yeah.
And I think this is the back line I'd like to see. Even if it's against Newcastle now, which is going to be tomorrow night for the Carabao Cup, let's keep the same back line. Let's get some momentum going. We've got a victory. Let's see if we can do 2 into another clean sheet. Hopefully, it's going to be very, very difficult because Newcastle will try to go for this trophy. But yeah, I'm with you, man. This is a back line for me. But knowing Poch again, he's just going to change it again. And everybody's talking about like, oh, it's because Enzo wasn't playing and Poch did really well with having Palmer, what's his name, Conor Gallagher and Caicedo.
Yep.
But in reality, it's that back line. You have security in that back line. Caicedo was doing all right. Second half, Caicedo was running with the ball. And I liked that. That was the Caicedo that I saw at Brighton. I was like, this kid's pretty good, actually.
Yeah. But, there he is. Yeah, that's Caicedo.
Yeah, that's the guy, right? Still not 100-something million, but, that's something else a bit more because it gives you another attacking threat rather than just pass, Jackson, pass, Jackson, When you get a midfielder running from deep with the ball, beating that first initial press and so on. And it's something. But yeah, with Jackson, he scored. I know he did. But it's just
no. It's not enough. It's not enough for him just to score because
at all. Like
overall game is just not there. And again, he is a frustrating player. Like, dude, how do you get yourself in such good positions on so many occasions, but you just do not have that decision-making ability?
I'm nodding. Everything you're saying, I agree 100%.
It's just shocking. And for me, and I will say this until the very end of days, right? Cole Palmer has been the best signing that Chelsea have made in the last 3 seasons. He has been just a revelation for you. And the fact that when you combine that in with the back four, and he's got that freedom now to move because, again, he's got that support from Gallagher and Caicedo because guess what? They don't need to look back because they've got a very good back four.
Yeah, that's it.
Bro, Badiashile had when people say, oh, he had a quiet game. No, he didn't. He just had a solid game where it's like, nah.
Just made it look quiet.
Yeah, he honestly, he reminds me of Saliba. Like, genuinely reminds me of Saliba.
That's a very good
I hate that. I hate that shit. I hate the fact that you got Badiashile. Like, genuinely, I hate it. Him and Palmer, Badiashile more because I've already said this in many podcasts.
Many times before,
honestly, like, I was so impressed by Palmer. The way that he moves and the way that he creates space for others is
it's
just
incredible,
unbelievable.
You just need the others to kind of get on board and I think the space. I hope so.
Sterling, by the way, him and Sterling together. Unbelievable pairing.
That's that premium education, isn't it? That's
a private school shit. That's that
Oxbridge. Yeah, that's that Oxbridge education, bro. That's honestly, that Eton shit.
It's them two together are a force really when they're on the game. But again, that they have to rely on the others.
Have a goal scorer because you're right, like you say, the chances that fall to Jackson if it had fallen to Harry Kane would probably be higher up the league. I'm not saying top 4 or first or anything like that.
You probably could have.
Definitely be a lot higher up the league because
you build a team against for Kane. So
you build a team for Kane, you get to create spaces, like you say, Cole Palmer creates spaces to allow other players to run into it. I don't know, we need that sort of a certainty up top who can finish the ball because that will start to filter down to everybody else. Be like, it's all right, we'll give the ball to Big Larry up top. Larry will put him away, rather than I don't know if I should give it to Larry now because let me look wide instead of give it to him because he's only going to lose it again. Oh, Mudryk is free. Oh, actually, let me go back because he'll only lose it again. And if you start to play football with that mentality, you're playing with 2 players down.
You've lost already. Yeah.
You've literally lost 2 players on your team with 11 on the pitch, and you're only playing with 8 outfield players. Or 9 outfield players, 8 outfield players, however many, if you don't start trusting each other. And that's the problem that I have with Chelsea, problem I have with Poch. Stick to this back 4, stick to this exact same starting 11. Jackson didn't do well, play him again this week. They won, clean sheet, albeit he was the bottom of the league, but we needed that. Now let's move ahead. I predicted 1-0 to Sheffield because I thought they were going to make it so, and they did. First half, it showed that we literally can't do fuck all against a low block. because we don't move the ball quick enough. Anybody who's in a low block, you watch Arsenal, City, Liverpool, even Spurs, and I know you don't like Spurs, they just move the ball bang, bang, quickly. It's gone. It comes to play, it's gone.
They've got the players to move,
They've got the players, but we have the players. How hard can it be to play flipping one-touch football? You watch them at training, they can all do it and laugh about it and put it through a megs, but like, it can't be that hard to just move it or skip a play, bro. Like, if Thiago Silva's got the ball and you're trying to go left to Colwill, go straight to Colwill. Why you have to give it to Badiashile to go to Colwill? Just skip it.
Just pass it, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Straight away, yeah.
Why are you taking a B road? Just go on the A road. Take the motorway. You'll be there quicker.
M1, bro. M1. Why are you going down the A146 or some shit? Whatever it is. I don't even know where that goes, by the way. I don't even know.
That's North Circular in London.
A146, is it? Oh, shit.
What do you call it? A406 or A146?
A146.
Oh, no, I thought you said A406.
I don't know where that goes. I think that's somewhere in Wales. I don't know.
Someone let us know.
If you live in A146, let us know. If you're on it right now, let us know.
Down to the coach. Like I've seen when you watch All or Nothing, Arteta, Pep, and they kind of get on their board with their little dots on it. They're like, if the ball is here, you go there. You go here, you go there. You don't go back to the person who's 2 yards to your left or right. What's the point of them having it? You might as well keep it. And that's what I find frustrating. I'm watching Chelsea sometimes. I'm like, you just pass it. I was like, why?
Yeah.
Just keep up.
Yeah.
At least drag a defender to come to you. Then pass your 2 yard pass to go quicker somewhere else. But there's no intent. I go back to it. Although we won 2-0, there's still no intent. It's difficult. It's because this game should have been 6-0 for me to be jumping and screaming, but 2-0 in the second half. Pochettino's like, oh, I'm happy. Let's see what Ngoku can do. Maybe he can finish chances, but again, he's a left winger or a right winger. He's not really going to play. I'm still disappointed to see that Mudryk and Sterling don't seem to switch sides mid-match. They seem to be like, oh no, the manager said I play on the left.
Because Mudryk can't play where Sterling plays, and again, he's proven himself to be one-dimensional, to be honest with you.
Exactly. That's
once again, he's proven himself.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you're a professional footballer, you're a winger. You are a right-footed winger.
Yeah. You should be able to
play on the right. You might not lose as many balls because your body is on the right, in the way between the defender and the ball. Every time he's on the left-hand side, he's touching with his right foot. Defender comes and takes it straight away.
Yeah.
This way, the defender has to go through you to get the ball, and that's a free kick. That's a yellow card. You go again, another free kick. Referee gives him a warning.
Yeah.
Red card. You know what I mean? The possibilities are endless if you keep switching sides. If you stay on the left and all you do is just run down the bar line all the time,
that's what he did. That's what
he does. Makes the wrong decision all the time. So it's frustrating. It's a good win. It's a clean sheet, but the back four, the main thing to take from this is the back four for me. That back four has to start next game.
It's very good next game. And the keeper did well as well, to be honest.
The keeper did well, but again, you'd expect it if you've got a solid defenders in front of you. Okay, he made the saves, but you feel more confident to be like.
Which you did, yeah, we did. But there you go. But that makes the back four very confident as well, because like, oh, okay, at the very least, then I don't have to worry behind me. That's one less thing to worry about. Yeah. Therefore, obviously, they can just concentrate on what's going on in front of them rather than behind. So
it's like those Americans saying that they say for American football, a good attack will win you matches, but a good defense will win you championships.
Exactly, exactly that.
This side of the pond, good defense wins you leagues. And Jose Mourinho proved it, winning 1-0 matches and 2-0 and 1-0 and so. And
he won it.
What was it?
He won it. So
what I'm trying to say is he proved it by only winning a goal or 2 goal difference every game, and he won the league for the second time for Chelsea because he had solid defenders.
Yes, so that's it. No, I agree.
Chelsea.
I agree with exactly what you said with the back four. And it was good to see him choosing that back four, and the fact that he didn't feel obligated to put Enzo Fernandez in from the beginning, because again, it just shows what we said before. You know, the manager, he's the one who should be making these decisions. Yes, it's 100 million, but it doesn't matter. Like, you know, if you're not playing well, And the reason I think he plays Mudryk is purely because I don't think he's got anyone else to play right there in that left wing role.
Maybe that's a very good point you make. Yeah, we'll see what Ngoku can do, because I think
Ngoku comes in.
Ngoku, wherever how you pronounce it.
Ngoku comes in and he plays, like you said, he's the left winger. Then he can replace Mudryk at least for a half a match. And you know what? I'm excited to see him play, to be honest, because you know he was good for Leipzig, and it's just be an exciting player to watch. So I hope he gets the go ahead. He's been training obviously for a while now, so he should be up to scratch, because obviously sometimes you think a player's been out injured and then he's on the bench. It's like, is he ready? Like, dude, he's been training, right?
Yeah,
You know, goes to work every day, right?
I am disappointed he didn't feature at all, though, against this. He should have got like at least 5 to 10 minutes just to be able to run out to get a bit of match sharpness, especially for a Premier League match, just so he can feel some of the challenges, how quick the challenge is going to come.
Newcastle are going to go through him.
Newcastle will go through him. Newcastle will absolutely wipe him out. Yeah, whoever's playing, obviously Livramento will wipe him out.
That's it.
Speaking of Newcastle, they are using a bit of, in a way, I suppose, it depends which way you look at it. With my Chelsea hat, it's a dirty tactic, and in a way, I'm glad for it because I like the player. But on the other side, it's really clever from Newcastle. So they've got an obligation to buy Lewis Hall. He's on loan with an obligation to buy. But it's only if he hits certain targets, and somehow this boy seems to come off every half-time. They are doing to us what Atletico Madrid did to Barcelona with, what's his name, Griezmann.
Oh, Griezmann.
No, with Griezmann, yes. They had the obligation to buy. So they sold him, then they got him back on loan with an obligation to buy. And they were like, yeah, if he plays X amount of matches or finishes X amount of matches, and he was always getting taken off on the 75th minute, 63rd minute, every game. So he never got to finish the match. So on paper, we took him off. We're not obliged to buy him, and they sent him back. And then I think they got him for a much cheaper price the following year. I think that's what they're doing to us.
Isn't that just a wasteful thing to negotiate then? Because the other coaches of the other team, they're going to know that. Oh, okay. Well, they don't seem very excited to buy this player, and now they're putting this clause in. I mean, it's just a wasteful thing, isn't it?
It is. I totally agree with you. It is hugely wasteful, and even for the player to be like, actually, I'm not going to bother. Yeah. But I suppose for him, because he didn't get many chances at Chelsea, he would have got, if he'd stayed with Chilwell being injured and only Colwill being the left back, Cucurella being injured now as well. Of course, he would have got chances, but he probably looked at it and thought, Colwill's coming back, and he's a huge prospect for the club. Yeah. Chilwell cost 50 million. Cucurella cost 60. That hurts every time I say that. That really, really hurts. You know that, right?
The less you say it, bro, honestly, I don't want you to get a headache.
It's like Voldemort, it hurts here, right there when you mention the fucking name. Yeah. But so for me, as he was probably third, fourth choice, and he thought, I need to go for my career, and that's why I probably did it. And he did all right for Newcastle. He's a Newcastle fan, so I've heard. He's a huge fan of Newcastle. His father's a Newcastle fan, so he did. He personally, he would have made the good choice of going there, but it's just the way he's getting shafted by the club. So he'll probably come back to us, and then we'll end up selling him for like 10, 15 million just so that we can meet financial fair play.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that, because we need to meet financial fair play. But I really like him. He did very well last year. He was the one bright spark in that Potter team, in that Lampard team, against City, against all these other clubs. Okay,
we said that on the pods. We said that on the pods, yeah. So
that's why I'm personally happy that they're doing this, so that maybe he can get another look in from Pochettino or whoever's. I hope Pochettino. I hope we're not changing manager.
No, I don't think he will be. I don't think he will be, to be honest, because I think like last thing on Chelsea, I think you kind of found a back four formula right now, which has proven to work on a couple of different occasions. So I think, and again, if he keeps benching Badiashile, it's just that's just a waste of a talent right there. And I'm sorry, with my Arsenal hat on, keep benching him, bruv. Like, do you know what I mean? Don't play him. Shit, we'll come in and get him. But for in terms of good performances, then I think you should. That back four is doing really good for you right now. And Thiago Silva, bro, like once he gets that support in the centre back position, he's just an immense player. Immense player.
Even when his playing days are not numbered and over, he needs to stay. He needs a coaching role. He needs something at Chelsea just to stay there, because he is a quality defender. That experience is vital at the Chelsea young back four. Because you think about it, apart from Thiago, I think the oldest per player is 20 years old. 20 years old, bro.
That's crazy. That is crazy, bro.
Do you know what I mean? Apart from Thiago. Take Thiago out, that is 20 years old. And I think without Thiago in the team, the whole of Chelsea starting 11 is probably 21, 22 max.
Yeah, like you said.
I just think with the right coaching, it's all ifs and buts. But we're not seeing, because you think about Rooney at 16, like 22 is no longer young anymore now. Now 18 to 32 is prime. No longer 26 to 32.
No.
I mean, these players are starting. Okay, right. Maybe not 18. I'm exaggerating, but 21, 22 to 32.
Yeah, I agree. So, I totally agree with you on that.
Very quickly, by the way, so you want to get your thoughts on this. Slight Chelsea and a bit of Arsenal. It'll be a good segue into Arsenal. Rumour has it that Armando Broja might be leaving Chelsea and the interested club of West Ham and Arsenal. What are your thoughts on Mr. Eagle making his way over to the red side of London?
I'll be honest with you, right? I haven't heard or read that anywhere, but
we just said something coming up. Chelsea risk losing an attacker. two rivals when I clicked on it. Maybe clickbait, but yeah, it did say Arsenal. But while we're on it, hypothetically, if he did move, what's your thoughts on it?
I think with the coaching that Arteta could provide him and his proven coaching so far with the younger players, I think Broja would be very good, but maybe like a next season good rather than immediate impact from January onwards, you know? Because right now, and like you said, good segue into Arsenal. Right now, it's clear that we just need a different type of striker. Jesus, he will work his heart out, but we need a different type of striker. Like we need Eddie Nketiah, but like a 2.0 version of Eddie Nketiah. Do you know what I mean? Like a proper prime
Yosemite download.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even know what the fuck are we, Catalino or some shit. I don't even know. But yeah, an updated version of Eddie Nketiah, someone who's got that poacher sort of mentality, and he will finish and he will score goals. But that being said, I think look, I wouldn't mind Armando Broja there, because again, he'll get a good coach in Mikel Arteta, and someone who can actually, you know, give him an opportunity.
It's always good for Albania, right?
It's always good for Albania. Shit, like, you know, I can't deny that.
Absolutely.
But yeah, look, I hope something different happens. There's been talks of like this. What was the guy's name?
Tony.
No, it wasn't Tony. I think they've sort of backed away from that now. It was a Brazilian guy from Santos. It's like Marcos something. Oh my God, I've just read about this guy as well. But anyway, apparently he's meant to be quite good. Youngish player, again, not an immediate impact. There's a guy from, I believe it's Benfica. Mm-hmm. He's got like I think it's Jiqueres or something like that, or Jiqueres or something. Again, £80 million rated player. He's been doing really well.
That's Benfica, bro. Let's whatever Benfica pays. Sold us Enzo Fernandez for 120.
Yeah, exactly. So he's too much. I'll be honest with you. 80 million is too much for a player that's clearly just
easily.
Yeah. I can't take that very seriously. So, but again, that's the sort of conversations that they're having, and the rumors are coming out. And Osimhen actually came out, and this is Fabrizio Romano who confirmed this. So you got it's Fab, innit? It's Fab Rome, man. It's Fab Rome.
It's Fab Rome. It's written in stone.
Exactly. So Osimhen came out, and he was asked like, what team would you know, if you were to move now? He says, his words were, when we're winning, I'm always the good guy, but when we're losing, I'm always the bad stat. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm always like, Osimhen only had 2 passes, and that's why we never did anything. And he's like, what does that mean? Like, why I should be rated as a good player? Because obviously when I'm playing well, these guys love me, but then I have one bad game or one off moment. That's it. They just all pile on me like it's his fault. So,
typical Italy, though, isn't it?
Exactly. That's what Italians for you. But I think it was a case of where he was like, you know, would you go to Real Madrid or Arsenal? And he said, look, Real obviously are a big club, but he said, I wouldn't go to Real because I just don't think I'll get the opportunities that Arsenal would give me. So if that's anything to go by, he's just signed a new contract with Napoli, though, I think with a 105 million or 110 million release clause. So if Arsenal is serious of competing in the Champions League and in the Premier League, and I mean proper serious, that's the player to go for.
Well, that's the way things are going now, aren't they? The investments are going crazy now. You know, looking at 3 figures. When I say 3 figures, I don't mean £100. I mean 3 figures in the millions. So yeah, if you want a top player, nobody's going to lose their biggest asset on the cheap, especially when they look at what Chelsea's doing and inflating the prices. So yeah, because they'll be if Arsenal don't pay it, Chelsea will pay it. But I really hope. I don't want him. I don't see him as a Chelsea type of player. I've not watched enough. I'm sure he's quality and so on, but I want more somebody, like I said to you like before. I want more of a Harry Kane, a finisher, somebody who just gets a sniff at goal and just puts it away. I'm not bothered about the running. I'm not expecting him to take on players and do all that kind of stuff, because there's enough players there. Cole Palmer can bring the ball and play it for you. So for me, I just want somebody like, okay, he's good, but somebody who's just a clinical finisher. Is Giroud. I'd take Giroud back any day. I even said in previous pods, bring Giroud back. Just buy Giroud again, just to steady the ship a little bit. Thiago at the back, Giroud up top, and all the youngsters running around. Let Thiago and Giroud daddy daycare the shit out of that starting 11.
Exactly, and you know they would. And no one going to talk shit to Giroud, by the way.
We're talking shit to Giroud. He's won everything. Literally everything.
France's top scorer, so,
top scorer, World Cup winner, Champions League winner, Europa League winner, Club World Cup winner. Fucking you name it.
He's won it all. And I'm just sad that I had to watch him leave. I had to watch him leave from Arsenal. And again, personally, I've always liked Giroud. Like, every time he played, I was like, I feel a bit confident because you know what you're going to get from him.
You know exactly what you're going to get from him. And even the opponents know what he's bringing, but and somehow you can't stop it.
Can't stop it. No, it's inevitable.
And that's what I mean. That's why, like, you know what, and that's the kind of play I'm looking for. Obviously, Todd Bowley won't go for somebody his age. He like seems to buy. We're going through that phase at the minute, like Arsenal when you bought Cesc Fabregas at 16.
Yeah.
And just trying to make a young team and some team for the future. But like I said to you before, and I've said it in every podcast, Chelsea fans are used to winning right now. Like, especially recent history, we're used to winning. If this was Chelsea of pre-Abramovich era, we'd be like, yeah, that's all right. We're happy with an FA Cup, or we're happy with this because we're not seeing it. Of course, we aspire to be greater, but once you get there, bro, like we're not used to being down this slow. And somebody said if Chelsea are not careful, they're going to start discovering oil before like some country they named. I can't remember the country.
It's a fair point. It's a fair point.
But yeah, so Arsenal, how are you feeling? Obviously, top of the league. I watched the game.
Nervous.
I watched the game. You guys were all right. Again, Jesus, not a finisher. You do need a striker.
He does everything else, though.
Declan Rice, bro. Fucking hell, that guy. That guy just oozes quality. The way he turned as well, I think he turned Pascal Groves. In the middle of the park. 1-2 with Zinchenko, and he just turned him on. And he had a shot, and he got set. To be fair, I wanted him to score. This is even with my shots.
Always,
I wanted him to score there. So, go on, talk. Must be cloud9 for you.
I was, as you can imagine, facing Brighton, and again, the last 3 times we faced Brighton at home at the Emirates, they've always won. So it was scary when just before the whistle, but then as soon as the whistle went, oh my God, talk about domination. I was talking about Liverpool dominating Man United, but honestly, we absolutely were on top of Brighton from the moment that ball got kicked off. It was just intense running, pressing, passing. And you're right, Declan Rice, bro, what a player that guy is. Like, I think he had like 92% passing, 100% long passing, and I think there was 100% tackles as well that he had. I mean, what else do you want from a CDM, by the way? Like, you can't have anything else. You can't ask for anything else from a CDM. And again, I'll always say it every podcast, but genuinely, we need to give West Ham more money because they should feel cheated. They should feel like they got like shafted very hard by us. But no,
I don't think he's going to be this good, by the way, bro. Like,
genuine, same.
We all joked about because he's English, he's that price tag, but clearly he's oozing quality. For me, he seems to be his most complete CDM right now in the world.
Yeah. Even better than Rodri right now, I'll be honest.
Yeah, 100%. Rodri who?
Yeah.
Do you know, I'm just saying that because Rodri and so on, but like he seems quality. Declan Rice, he reads the game well. He's got a pass. He gets in really good spaces. There was an opportunity where he was screaming at Saka for, why didn't you give me the ball so I can shoot? Yeah. I think Saka took a shot and hit side net, and then he looked and he was like, why are you not passing me, man? And then he went back in position. He didn't stay there sulking. He got back in position. He was ready for the restart.
On to the next one. Yeah, on to the next one.
Yeah, he's good with both feet, long pass, short pass. He drives. That's what I want from my CDM, though, bro. This is what I was hoping to see from Caicedo, was that the Declan Rice drives, that kind of, and N'Golo Kante I mentioned in previous episodes, get the ball and just run at defenders, run at midfielders, beat that first press, and then you're 3 against 2, 4 against 1, whatever the combination ratio is by that point, but just drive with it. And now he's
genuinely like a truck when he drives forward, because no one's stopping him, and I love to see it every time he plays.
He's so strong.
He is so strong, and I'm not surprised, by the way. You look at him, you kind of guess that he's strong, but same as you, I just didn't think he was going to be this good when he joined. Like, nowhere near this good. Yeah. And he's proven everyone wrong, and he's proved that price tag is not even, we don't even talk about it.
No.
The only time we talk about that price tag is when we're joking about, West Ham should have more money.
Yeah.
But he just unbelievable player. And again, like I said, we totally dominated that match from beginning to end. And even De Zerbi came out afterwards. He was like, yeah, they were just the better team. And they just were on top of us. And he said, we've never had, they'd won 32 games of, not conceding. No, what was it? What was the stat? Like 32 games of not conceding or something like that. No, wait, that can't be right because that'd be crazy. But something, I can't remember what the stat was.
Won't be not conceding. There might have been something like not being hit. Don't know, but yeah, it won't be. I
can't remember the bloody stat. It was 30. Oh my god, what the hell was it?
But while you're doing that,
but that's it. So it was 32 games of scoring in every single game. So 32 game consecutively scoring.
Oh right,
and
yeah.
Boom, there you go. Like we just stopped them. Gabriel Magalhaes, Saliba, Ben White did very well against Mitoma because for me, Mitoma's a scary player as well. Or he can be with his pace, but Ben White handled it well. Obviously, our two centre backs, they're just world fucking class. World class.
No, they're absolutely unbelievable.
Zinchenko did well.
Centre-backs.
But unbelievable.
I felt like Brighton could have done a little bit better. I wasn't very happy with the Brighton. I didn't really care, but I wasn't very happy with the Brighton starting lineup, maybe because they were tired from a midweek game.
Yeah.
But their strongest 11, he brought João Pedro on, and then he brought Danny Welbeck on, and later on, and so on and so forth. But I felt like the young kids that they're playing, it feels like they're trying to kind of get them to a certain level and then sell them for profits again. The young black lad on the right, and then the other guy who came on who lost the ball a little bit. They're just too young right now, and I suppose you can afford to do that at Brighton. So, but no, I was disappointed. I was expecting a better performance from Brighton. So when I was watching the match, I was like, here we go. This will be a decent game. I did think you were going to win, and I think I predicted a win for you guys as well, didn't I?
Yes,
yeah, I went 2-0 for you, and that's actually what it turned out.
You actually got the prediction right. Yeah, that's pretty good.
But I was expecting you went 2-1.
Oh,
I was expecting, because I said I changed you. I know I went 2-1 because I changed your mind to Raya making a mistake, but then I thought you'll still win.
That's it. Oh, because I changed my mind as well, didn't I? I remember
you changed
that.
Your mind. You're like,
shit. I'm sure I went 2-0 as well, but then you convinced me.
You 2-0, and then I was like, hold on, Raya's got a mistake in him.
Which he didn't, by the way. He didn't actually have a mistake, which is really good.
No, I was expecting more from Brighton. I'll be honest with you. Like, I felt Brighton would probably give you a better game, but they just didn't. You guys were dominant from start to finish. Martinelli was good. Not great, but he was good.
He was good.
But your best player was Declan Rice.
Sure.
Declan Rice. Jesus just got in his face. Odegaard was Odegaard when he's a German. He's a German
Norwegian, really.
German Norwegian. I don't even know what I'm trying to say.
He's like a machine, isn't he? It's just like an oiled machine, like
some sort of a vehicle, like a German something. But like there is a German.
All of them: BMWs, Volkswagens, Audis, whichever one you want, man.
You're one out of my mind, bro. I've still got Bugatti. I'm looking at the Bugatti outside, so I'm like,
oh, my Volkswagen, bro.
Volkswagen, that's it. He's quality, and he did the right thing. Saka again, I felt like could have made some better decisions, but I suppose nobody looks at these apart from us too, because we go in depth analysis. But overall, now it was a convincing win for you guys, like dominated.
It was very, very convincing, and I think maybe Brighton they didn't have one corner, by the way, and I think at one point during the second half the stats came up, it was 10-0 on corners to Arsenal. So again, it was a proper like dominant performance from them, and I couldn't have asked for anything more. And I'm glad that obviously we scored, because it could have been a dominant performance again. We had the same against Aston Villa, but they snuck that one goal in there, and that's it. They closed up shop. That was the end of that. That's all she wrote. Whereas here, I think you kind of learn from that mistake, where it's like, look, I know obviously the goals came in the second half, so first half finished, must have taken a minute. It's like, look, guys, I know you're dominating, but you need to be more clinical, and they came out and they did that. Jesus with a header, brilliant, again, fantastic. And hey, can we just have a moment of appreciation for Kai Havertz, please?
I'm just reading that as well. Kai Havertz coming into the player Arsenal needs. Listen, bro, he's calm.
Calm Kai is. Honestly, I love watching him play, because you don't realize, like, again, at first you think, fucking hell, come on, man, do something. But the way that he just sort of walks around the pitch, the way that he walks around the pitch, and he creates these little tiny pockets of space for a Zinchenko to run into, or a Martinelli to run into. But then again, they leave him open because, again, it's Calm Kai. He's not going to do anything.
He's not going to do anything. Yeah, that's it.
Dude, don't underestimate that guy.
The thing is, with a player like that, when you win it, it's all good, and it's all, because you had it with Ozil, but it's very quickly to turn into him if you things are going bad. Then you start looking at his work rate. Why is he walking? So he just lets some, but that's not his game. His game is, like you said, to be calm in situations, to create those little pockets of space, to find a pass, to create space for others, move slowly, deceive the midfielders or the attacker.
He's a deceiving player.
I'm not going to do anything, and then bang, something happens and he scores a goal. So I'm not happy for him, because I can't. Now he's dead to me.
Yeah, of course he is.
Yeah,
of course he is.
Dead to me.
But
now, he's written himself in the Chelsea history books. He'll forever be a legend at Chelsea. All he did was, like I said to you, like when he came over to you guys, he just on that legendary status because he got away with shitloads. That season where Todd Bowley came in, no Chelsea player performed, and like I said to you, because of his performance or his way he approaches a game, you're very quick to kind of judge his work ethic and be like, oh, this guy's doing fuck all. Wow. But when you win and you're like, bro, this guy's a genius.
Noticing more, isn't it? You start
absolutely. You start paying more attention to, like, actually what he's doing is genius. And same with Ozil. I loved Ozil. Arsenal fans, obviously, towards the end, you all hated it, but I was like, this guy is
It's financial issues, wasn't it, more than anything else? But yeah, no, Ozil was always a great player.
You've got players now on 350 grand. Like, you've got players on the shitloads of them, but obviously the difference now is you're at the top of the league.
Yeah, that's a good point as well. And we've got a manager that doesn't give a shit about that. Like, if you're not performing, you're getting dropped.
I think you're starting 11. Cramp. Fuck, nearly got cramp. Nearly got cramp. Wow. That would have been close, bro. That would have been an agony on mic. But bro, I'm telling you, that was awful. I remember getting cramp when I was younger playing football. Have you ever had hamstring cramp after a game of footy? Yes. Worse, because you can feel it coming. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, you can't do nothing about it. You can stretch all you want. It don't matter. It don't matter, mate. You ain't going nowhere. I get you. One
time, by the way, while we sidetracked very quickly on this sidebar thing, I came back from a game of footy. And it was night time. We were playing somewhere, and I came back, and I got cramp on my left leg, and I'm screaming, head in the pillow, and then I get cramp on the right leg, so I've got cramp on both legs, and I am screaming. My dad comes up, and he's like, "What's wrong with you?" And I was like, "I've got cramp." And he's like, "Oh, just stretch, man." I was like, "Dad, you don't understand."
2 legs, man. What am I meant to do here?
Just like, no, it's crazy. But yeah, coming back to what I was saying, the difference, like I said, now is the top of the league, and you've got a manager, like you said, who doesn't care about it, and these players know that. And when a player knows that the manager can chop and change as he pleases, you work your socks off to make sure you don't lose that space.
Absolutely agree with you. But yeah,
I'm super jealous. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous.
Shit, we haven't won anything yet. What are you jealous about? Can we just be realistic? You know what I mean?
Be realistic, bro. Do you want to be realistic? We won one game, right? If we win the next one, we're still 10th.
Yeah, that's some realistic shit right there. But no, so yeah, look, until we win something, I can't get too excited. You know what I'm saying? Because last season, same thing. Last season, we were top of the league by January, but then. Shit, everyone got injured, and City decided that, they needed to wake up. It's
lessons learned, though, because you said last year as well I remember episodes last year, you said it comes down to January failing us because you didn't get the players that you need in January.
That's it. And the same thing's going to happen this year as well. Like, if we don't invest in at least another person, or at least 2 players, one has to be a striker. And I'm not talking no fucking come up striker. We need to we need a proper striker who can actually score goals, and we need someone for Saka to replace. Reece Nelson can come in, he can do a decent job, but we're not looking for a decent job. We're looking for a great job. We're looking for someone who can actually do it. But yeah, look, Rick, happy with that performance, and hopefully, if we beat Liverpool next time out, I think we'll have a very, very good chance. I'm not saying that we don't now, but we'll have an even better chance, because that's one less team to really worry about in the top in the fight for it. Because again, let's see what Villa do.
It's a 4-pointer, isn't it? Really, if you win that game, absolutely 4-pointer. So you've got Liverpool Saturday. Obviously, there's a couple of games this week. I think I'm thinking we get together and talk about obviously we will get together. It's Chelsea game playing on Tuesday. Yeah. We've got a couple of more games on Tuesday night. Everton, Fulham, Chelsea, Newcastle, United again. That's the Club World Cup. Man City have gone to the Club World Cup as we speak.
Right, they have, yeah.
So we'll just get together probably Wednesday night, and then give some prediction, or Thursday night and give some prediction.
We'll do Thursday night. Yeah.
Thursday night, and we'll kind of recap EFL and then go from there as well, yeah.
And that'll probably be we'll probably come back on the 24th as well, which is Christmas Eve. If there's no plans, we'll probably come back and wrap it up before Christmas. But yeah, look, we'll come back to you guys. So Rick, I've got absolutely nothing else to add, mate. We've discussed everything, and in depth, by the way. So
yeah, absolutely, brother.
Do what you need to do, bro.
Do what I do.
Send us out, my guy.
Love this. Right, everybody, thank you very much for listening. We'll definitely catch you on the next one. Stay safe, stay alert. Peace.
Fucking love it.